Hello friends! Autumn is here and I couldn't be happier. The days are finally starting to get crisp and the leaves have started their shift from green to gold. As this beautiful season unfolds every day, I'm trying to find ways to embrace and enjoy it. Let's start by having a cozy day at home full of tea, listening to my favorite fall music, decorating, and dreaming. I'm currently making an apple spice black tea recipe I found, full of autumnal goodness. Even though it takes longer, I decided to make my own tea blend because the process of letting the spices simmer on the stove to release their flavor creates the most heavenly aroma, better than any candle. There's cardamom, cloves, cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and orange peel, and oh my goodness, if I could live in a snow globe of this, I would. It's like a warm, knitted sweater hug, and it's so soothing. I would highly recommend trying this to get yourself in the fall mood. Now that my spices are steeping and the house smells like an autumn wonderland, it's time to make it look like one. I love seasonal decorating, especially for fall and Christmas, but I don't love how wasteful it can be, or expensive. So I always try to be crafty and resourceful with how I decorate. I'll buy a few things here and there from Hobby Lobby or Target, but I mostly try to forage, buy secondhand or natural items, or make things myself. Autumn is a season in which we celebrate the changes in the natural world. This makes it the perfect season for foraging decorations. Pine cones, acorns, fluffy grass, branches, and leaves. There are so many beautiful options. This year, I went foraging in the mountains for aspen branches to use as my main decoration in the house. When collecting things from nature, it's definitely a bit of trial and error. I wasn't sure how the aspen leaves would dry on the branches, but I was so happy with the results.
Sometimes I believe I can change and be the man just for you. Like a flash of the future, I see our sons and daughters too. No tomorrow's been yours.
I also picked up some pine cones and acorns from around my neighborhood that I'm mixing in for some extra magic woodland vibes. And of course, how can you decorate for autumn without books? Books instantly make a house a home. I love the way being surrounded by my favorite stories makes me feel. I'm also using tons of real pumpkins because they're affordable, compostable, and just so cute. When I'm decorating, I try to reuse things I already have, like this gold tray and artist's hand left over from school. You'd be surprised what you can do with random household objects. I like to repeat and reuse the same decor elements in different ways throughout my house. I think it looks cohesive, and it's also the best way to use what I have. So expect to see lots and lots of aspen leaves. Another way I love to decorate is with my own handmade art and crafts. I'm so inspired by autumn, and spending a day building or painting something that reflects the season is one of my favorite pastimes. This year, I decided to make my dream fairy autumn cottage. I would love to live in a little home with trees and a garden someday, but until then, I can make myself miniatures. When I was a student, I had to do a lot of scaled model making for the program I was in, and it was really stressful. But it's made me good at tedious crafts, and I still have a lot of the tools I used in school. At the time, I definitely didn't think making tiny autumn cottages would be what my degree led to. But honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. It's time for a break from decorating. The weather is finally getting chilly enough for sweaters, so it's time to pull out my favorite fall clothes. The palette of autumn is so beautiful, and I love planning different styles and outfits for the season. So come and dream with me of all the cozy fall days ahead.
Just like fire, no denying. I know we won't be late. I know one thing for sure, I've never been so close before. Will you just fall in and out of love? Will you just fall in and out of love? Will you just fall in and out of love? Oh, you just fall.
I can't wait to wear those outfits over the next few months and feel all the main character feels. But for now, it's back to making the tea. The spices have been steeping long enough, and it's time for the black tea. And of course, the ingredient that makes this such a fall drink, apple juice. I feel like I'm in a Hallmark movie. The spices and tea and apple aroma are so heartwarming. While this simmers away for a little while, let's keep on decorating the house. I got this fabric in the Hobby Lobby clearance section for $10. Tablecloths can be so expensive, and a few yards of fabric is way cheaper and works just as well for so many purposes. For my dining table, I foraged more botanicals from around the city. These fluffy fronds were actually weeds growing near a gas station, so I cut a handful and was on my merry way. Never underestimate the amazing things you can find at Goodwill. I found 9 of these solid brass candle holders for $3 a few years ago, and they are a staple in my home year-round. Let's make it cozy. Alright, it's time for the tea bags to come out. We don't want the tea to be too bitter. I'm gonna let the tea sit for just a few more minutes so the apple juice and spices have longer to meld together. While I'm waiting, let's finish decorating the last corner of my living area, the entry. My tea is finally ready, and the house is cozy and decorated and smells amazing. All that's left now is to enjoy the ambiance I've created and keep dreaming about the wonderful days yet to come. I hope that you have all been enjoying autumn as much as I have, and that this video has brought you inspiration and happiness. Until next time, take care and find a little beauty in every day this season.